Hello and welcome to Stories by Mehran. I'm really glad you're here. This is chapter 1 of Autumn Season. Thank you for being here and for supporting my original stories. Now, close your eyes and let the story begin. They say autumn is the season of endurance. If you have enough patience, your time to bloom will come. But I don't know when my autumn will end, especially now, when I feel like the saddest person on earth. Especially when I hear the sound of the wind. It takes me back to the day my mother passed away, the day when there was no one left, no one to stand beside me, no one to help carry her coffin. And at that moment, I was the loneliest person in the world. But sometimes I still wonder, was I the loneliest person that day? Or was it my mother? A mother who had no one but me. Or me, who had no one but my mother. So who really lost this battle called life? Was it me, now left even more alone than before? Or was it my mother, whose whole world was just me? Maybe I was the one who lost. And maybe my mother was the one who won. Because in the end, I was all she ever had. I don't know. This miserable day was finally coming to an end. A day filled with nothing but misery, and all I could feel was that I no longer belonged anywhere. There wasn't a single place left where I could go. But where? The truth was, I had nowhere. Nowhere that still felt like home. After the funeral, I went back home and poured myself a drink. Maybe it would calm me down. But it didn't. It only made everything worse. I don't know why, but the tears just wouldn't stop. And there I was, a grown man in his mid-30s, crying like I'd never cried before. I didn't know if those tears were for me, because I was completely alone now, or for my mother. It was night, but I couldn't sleep. I turned on the TV and started flipping through the channels, but once again, there was nothing worth watching. Just a TV host who kept talking. You know, even this late at night, there's never anything good on TV. And honestly, you don't expect to find anything interesting anyway. That host was trying so hard to be funny and likable, but the more he tried, the more awkward and unfunny he seemed. He looked like one of those hosts who was trying way too hard to prove himself. And somehow, you could tell right away that he wasn't going to last very long. It felt like he was just struggling to hold on to his job. I don't know why, but I liked him. Maybe it was because, in a strange way, he reminded me of my own life. I was just like him, doing everything I could just to keep going. Just like the autumn we were living through. I picked up my drink, took a sip, turned off the TV and walked over to the window. Something caught my attention. The neighbors across the street. A young man and woman who looked like they'd just moved into the building. They were making love. Completely lost in each other. I don't know why, but I liked the feeling they gave off. It felt like the whole world belonged to them. Like there was no autumn in their lives. But me, I didn't even feel like getting to know anyone anymore. I just didn't have the energy to start over. If I was ever going to be in a relationship again, I wished I could start somewhere in the middle. Where the excitement was already there, not at the dry, lifeless beginning. I've always found the beginning of a relationship exhausting. I just wanted a little excitement. I wished I could be that guy, not from the beginning, from the middle of his story. Even if it was only for an hour. Then I could come back to where I belong and let him go on living his life. Maybe that 1 hour would be enough to bring me back to life. Anyway, whatever it was, it had to pass. I don't know why, but I kept watching them, even after they had both fallen asleep. My drink was gone. I lit a cigarette, hoping it would calm me down. I don't know how I would have reacted if someone had watched me with the woman I loved. But the good thing was, they never saw me. And even if they had, I don't think it would have mattered to them, because they were far more focused on each other than on anyone else. I took one last drag from my cigarette. I felt a little calmer. Then I went to bed.